Hello, and welcome to our Essential Wellness Educational Series. My name is Aisha Harley, and I am here with special guests Shane Cohn and Jason Humphrey. We are coming to you live from Portland, Oregon. We have a fantastic and very informative presentation for you. So please limit your distractions and get ready to take notes, as this presentation is packed with a lot of valuable information. Our intention in this series of Essential Wellness webinars is to educate and empower you to use doTERRA essential oils safely and effectively for the wellness of your entire family. We've had amazing success using the oils in our lives, and we are very passionate about sharing them with all of you. I would like to do a quick review for those joining us today that are new to using essential oils. As you may be asking, what exactly is an essential oil and why is everyone getting so excited about them? Have you ever squeezed an orange peel or walked through a garden of flowers and enjoyed their fragrances? If so, you've already experienced an example of the aromatic qualities of essential oils. Essential oils are the natural aromatic compounds found in the bark, seeds, stems, roots, flowers, and other parts of the plants. While essential oils are vital in the development and health of plants, individuals have long been able to benefit from essential oils for food preparation, beauty treatments, and healthcare practices for thousands of years. Essential oils are truly the gifts from the earth. I use them daily and could never imagine my life without them. We realize there are many essential oils to choose from. When you choose doTERRA, you are choosing essential oils gently and carefully distilled from plants that have been patiently harvested at the perfect moment by experienced growers from around the world for ideal, exact composition and efficacy. For example, our lavender is from France, our lemon is from Italy, our peppermint is from Washington, and our vetiver is from Haiti. Each doTERRA essential oil is also carefully and thoroughly tested using the strict CPTG, Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade Quality Protocol. Experienced essential oil users will immediately recognize the superior quality standard for naturally safe, purely effective, therapeutic grade doTERRA essential oils. We sincerely hope you will try some so you can experience for yourself their effective healing benefits. So it is with my pleasure to introduce to you Shane Cohn and Jason Humphrey. Shane is a Pacific Northwest enthusiast who has lived in the region his entire life. He currently works as a produce clerk for a national grocery chain. His passions include the outdoors, disc golf, brewing beer, and improvisational piano, as well as living a healthy lifestyle using essential oils. He enjoys sharing his home with his wife, Brandy, and his 3-year-old son and his dog. What's your son's name?
Kevin.
And your dog?
September.
Awesome. Jason has been living the essential oil lifestyle for over 2 years with his wife, Jackie, and loves teaching others how they can use them every day. His favorite oils are Deep Blue, Digest Sun, and Balance. So I'm going to pass the presentation over to these two great guys. They have so much to share with you. Thank you so much for being here. Go ahead and take it away.
Good afternoon, listeners. This is Shane. And I think, like many of you guys, my wife is the one who introduced me to the oils. For a long time, I was under the misconception that oils were just that thing that she did, but I was deceived. My first major experience with the oils was when I had an issue with my foot and I had to miss work for a few days. And if you know me, I rarely call in sick, and this kind of thing just doesn't happen. I saw a couple of doctors who couldn't really figure out what was going on. So I thought, well, now's the time to give these oils a try. So I talked to Brandy and we looked up what oils would best support foot health. And we used the resources of the Essential Life book and Modern Essentials book. And we found that oregano and melaleuca would be the best oils to use. And also I took the GX Assist supplement, and Brandy made some detoxing foot baths for me. And I was back on my feet and back to work in just a matter of days. After that, I started really believing in the oils, and they're now my go-to item whenever I have any kind of issues and just for supporting my overall health.
Hi, my name is Jason, and I don't have as a story like Shane does with the oils, but I work at a grocery store also, and through the aches and pains that I experience there, I use Deep Blue, and it works wonders.
So this slide, tools of the trade. When I was growing up, I watched some TV shows and movies, and I was thinking about the ones that I really enjoyed. The main characters had their signature items that they always had with them, or their tools. Indiana Jones had his bullwhip and his hat. MacGyver had his roll of duct tape and his Swiss Army knife and his trusty mullet to get him out of sticky situations. Batman had his utility belt with smoke bombs and batarangs and all kinds of stuff. Even golfers in their golf bag. Each club has a purpose. The driver is for long distance, getting you off the putting, or the driving off the tee. And you have your putter on the green to get the ball into the hole. And any handyman uses the right tool for the job, and oils are no different. I have a keychain in which I carry 8 different oils, and some of those are Melaleuca, Digest Zen, frankincense, On Guard, and each one of those has their own purposes that I use them for. With that, we're going to talk about some oils that you might take with you when you're outdoors doing some of your favorite hobbies.
Well, the first thing we're going to talk about is fishing and hunting. When you go out to fish, you want to, before handling your bait, do 1 or 2 drops of Melaleuca on your fingertips. It will cover up the scent that scares away the fish. You can also use Digest Blend or Fennel. They attract fish. Just add 1 or 2 drops on your bait. Also, if you guys go hunting, you want to use Digest Blend or Douglas Fir. They have both been known to attract deer and wild boar. All you have to do is create your own vegetation cover, mix some drops of cedarwood and cypress with sweet almond oil to a scent wick or a cloth. You can even put them on you to attract deer, but I really don't recommend it. Have you guys ever taken your dog out hunting and the dog comes back with ticks and fleas? Use cedarwood, Evervita, repellent blend, lemongrass. They all work great to repel fleas and ticks. Just add a couple drops to a handkerchief and put it around their neck. The mixture is toxic to the fleas and ticks, and they just die off.
Sometimes you want to go that extra mile, or you go for as many runs down the slope as you possibly can because lift tickets ain't cheap, and you want to get your money's worth. And sometimes your body makes you pay for it the next day. I'm going to tell you how oils can help you go that extra mile or that extra run. At the top of my list is Deep Blue Essential Oil, as well as the Deep Blue Rub. The ingredients are wintergreen, camphor, peppermint, blue tansy, German chamomile, just to list a few. What some of these do specifically: menthol provides a cooling effect. Eucalyptus helps the temporary calm muscle and joint discomfort. Wintergreen supports circulation and brings warmth to the affected area. And capsicum frutescens extract warms by triggering heat receptors in surface tissues. So why would you use Deep Blue Rub and not some other muscle cream? For one, Deep Blue Rub, if you haven't tried it yourself, and those of us that have, we know Deep Blue Rub works really well. One of the best stories of this is with my wife, Brandy. This last September, we were going to celebrate our 10th anniversary, and we decided we were going to have an adventure and go to Las Vegas. And we knew that we would be walking a lot. So In the months before this, we kind of prepared by walking a little more than we might be used to. Our first goal was to be able to walk 10,000 steps a day regularly. And one thing you should know about my wife, Brandy, is that she has type 1 diabetes. She's had it since she was 4. And one of the things that happens is you get what's called neuropathy. And it can make it really hard to walk. And at the point before we started preparing for our trip, 10,000 steps might have been a challenge. She'd have to stop and take breaks and rest just because her ankles hurt so bad. So what we started doing was applying the Deep Blue Rub before we went on our walks, and she was able to walk 10,000 steps a lot easier. Now, our result was when we were in Vegas, the maximum amount of steps we took on our trip was over 40,000 steps in one day. Distance-wise, I think that's around 10 miles. So I'm a firm believer in using Deep Blue Rub for any kind of activity you might be doing. Another reason to use it is that it's formulated with none of the bad stuff, meaning that there's no artificial colors, no phthalates, no paragons, no sodium lauryl sulfate, no propylene glycol, no DEA, or a host of other bad things. If you want even deeper, faster relief, I'd recommend applying the Deep Blue oil blend over the area first, and then apply the Deep Blue Rub on top of that. The oil will penetrate more quickly and more deeply, and the Deep Blue Rub will help prevent any flash off. So it will last a lot longer because you're not getting the evaporation. Some oils that I recommend taking with you while you're hiking, biking, and skiing would be helichrysum. Helichrysum is great for just supporting all kinds of tissue, including bone, skin, and muscle. Lavender is one that I use a lot this time of year, whether I'm out there skiing or anything like that or not. I use it while I'm working because I work in a produce department and I handle a lot of cold, wet produce, and my knuckles will get chapped and irritated, and they can even start bleeding sometimes. And so I put the lavender on to soothe that skin. And actually, I put it in a lotion, again, to prevent the flash off. Geranium is a great one to combine with helichrysum, especially if you feel like you're getting a blister. Apply it as soon as you notice that you have a trouble spot, usually on your foot, and apply it again after you're finished skiing or whatever activity you're doing, and again in the evening, and again in the morning. And you'll notice a huge improvement of that blister, or maybe it won't even fully develop into a blister. Frankincense, I would highly recommend having this at high altitudes. It aids the body's efforts to provide oxygen and a soothing effect. If you're feeling altitude sickness, put a drop of frankincense under your tongue. And in addition, frankincense is great for injuries such as bruises or cuts. A nice breath freshener, peppermint, also helps to open your airways, and it helps you to breathe a little bit better. So what is health? According to the World Health Organization, health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. Don't be mad at the World Health Organization just because they said eating too much bacon will kill you. This was taken from the preamble to the Constitution of the World Health Organization, and it was adopted in April 1948 and has not been changed since then. So whether or not that's the complete definition, it's at least a great place to start. Something we should add is that health helps you to enjoy the activities that you enjoy a lot better. So how healthy are you physically? I don't know how many of us in this room will ever run a marathon or participate in a triathlon. Me personally, theoretically, I have a body that could do those things. But wouldn't it be nice if that was a possibility? How about if we just start with having enough physical health and energy to get through today and tomorrow? Is it hard to just get out of bed in the morning? Or what about social health? Are you getting the most you can out of your relationships with others? More importantly, are you giving as much as you can in your relationship with your spouse, or your kids, your mom and dad, or your friends? Mental health. Does life feel overwhelming? Are you experiencing loss or grief? You're going to experience those things in life, and those feelings are natural and healthy when someone close to you passes away, for example. But do you have the tools to cope with those feelings in a healthy way? While acknowledging that essential oils do not cure, treat, or prevent disease, I'm going to show you how essential oils can naturally support all of your body systems in your pursuit of health. What systems are we talking about? We're talking about your immune and lymphatic systems, the brain, cardiovascular, all the way down to the cellular level, your digestive system, your endocrine system, your integumentary systems, which is your hair, your nails and skin, your muscles, nervous system, respiratory, skeletal, urinary, reproductive systems. We can address all of our body systems. There's two approaches to wellness. The first one we call the ambulance approach. And tell me if this is familiar. Usually we're not paying any attention to what our bodies are doing, but suddenly something hits us and we acknowledge feeling bad. So we try those symptoms and we seek remedy for those symptoms. The outcome is that we temporarily address those symptoms, but we neglect the underlying causes and our body system's needs. Then side effects appear from the treatments that we try, or surprise, our symptoms return and the cycle starts all over again. Or there's a holistic approach, which is what we try to do with the essential oils and supplements. It starts with us supporting all of our systems and paying attention to our body. As symptoms come up, and hopefully they're subtle ones, at first at least, we identify those symptoms and we search our body systems for what would be most related to those symptoms. And we learn which oils address our condition. The outcome is that we gain knowledge about our bodies and we prevent those issues from reoccurring. So which approach do you prefer? Personally, I prefer the holistic approach. The nice thing about it is that it has an end and you can move on with your life and enjoy the activities that you love. This is how we're going to do that. These are all the things that we can do using the essential oils and supplements that doTERRA has to offer. Some of the topics that we're going to touch on are eating right, exercise, resting and managing stress, reducing toxic load, informed self-care, and proactive medical care. If we can integrate all these things, we'll be well on our way to living well and enjoying the things that we love.
Well, the first stop on our wellness map is Eat Right. The Lifelong Vitality Pack, the daily nutrient packs, are formulated with potent levels of essential nutrients and powerful metabolic factors for optimal health, energy, and longevity. The supplements fit in the perfect zone of optional nutrition. Terrazyme, which is an enzyme that helps break down food 25% faster. It also helps you, particularly if you're not eating a perfect diet. I know my wife says I don't. Lemon is an oil that will help your body give itself a gentle cleanse. It also supports digestion and it tastes great in your water also. DDR Prime is a great oil blend that repairs damaged cells, or it will replace them with new healthy cells. It is really great. Okay, now I'm going to go back and talk to you about the vitamins. You want to, on the graph that's in front of you right now, you want to be at the best. You don't want to have better or good, or you don't want side effects or toxicity. With standard multivitamins, they're at the good and the good section, and it's not the best. They're okay, but there is a lot better options. If you look at the products that doTERRA offers, they're right where you want to be at the best. Mega vitamins are to the right, which is very toxic. As you can see from the diagram that's in front of you, this is what you get from your regular diet. If you notice, nothing is at where you want to be at 100%. if you look at the vitamin D and the vitamin E and the EPA and the DHA, you hardly get anything from those from the diet. If you include that with the multivitamins that you can get from the grocery store, some of the vitamins you get, they're okay, and some of them are way too toxic. And others, like I said, the vitamin D and the vitamin E and the DHA and the EPA, you hardly get anything from them. Now, if you look at the mega multivitamins that you can get, they're at 400% on some of them. That is really toxic to you. You do not want to put that in your system. Now, with your average diet with the doTERRA vitamins, you're right at 100%. That is really where you want to be. With the daily nutrient pack, these are what is promoted on it, and it's really great. With the lifelong vitality pack, it includes alpha CRS, which it has energy, the DNA, and the immune function. They all are great. So this is a daily nutrient protocol to take them.
Right, exercise. This is information that I took right off the Mayo Clinic website as to the benefits that they associated with exercise. So I don't think I'm saying anything too controversial here. Exercise combats health, conditions, and diseases. Actually, I should put that together. Exercise combats health conditions and diseases. Exercise will boost your energy. Exercise controls weight. Exercise improves mood. Exercise promotes better sleep. And this might be the most controversial one. Exercise can be fun.
No, it can't.
We do have at least one dissenter in the room here. Anyways, we have some products that can help you because obviously everyone should be exercising. The first product is the Slim and Sassy Trim Shake, which provides the essential nutrients of a healthy meal. There's only 70 calories per serving, which is a little bit less than what we normally eat in a meal. Trim Shake can help you lose unwanted fat stores through calorie restriction and regular exercise. Trim Shake also includes a patented Essentratrim that has been demonstrated to help with managing the stress hormone cortisol, which is associated with fat storage. Trim Shake blends well with water or milk for a low-calorie, low-glycemic, high-fiber satisfying meal alternative. 8 grams of protein and 2.5 grams of fiber per serving. And if you want to add a little bit to the flavor, change it up a little bit, you can add some of your essential oils to your Trim Shake. Some of the ones that I recommend would be cinnamon or wild orange. So not only does it taste great, but also you get some of the health benefits from those essential oils. I'd recommend combining this with Slim and Sassy, either the soft gels or the oil. It'll help boost your metabolism, and it can curb sugar cravings and help you feel full until you can eat something more healthy than what you're craving. Mito2 Max is one of my favorite supplements that we have, one of my favorite products, and I use it a lot when I feel like I just need a little bit more energy. If I'm about to go to work, or if there's something where I just want to be a little bit more mentally alert, I can take this instead of slamming down 4 cups of coffee, which I don't do in general, but that would be excessive. So it enhances your stamina and efficient use of oxygen. It supports metabolic adaptation for diverse activities, just like we talked about. Movie watching, if you wanted to be more alert during that 3-hour marathon of whatever you're watching. You can also, if you're a marathon runner, if you take it before you go out for your run, it'll help you there. It improves your mental energy. Deep Blue, we talked about this. I highly recommend applying it before a workout or any strenuous exercise because it's going to help you feel a lot better after that exercise. If for some reason you forget, guess what? You can put it on even though you're in pain, and it's going to help reduce that pain quite a bit. Here's a protocol using the products that we talked about. In the morning and afternoon for breakfast and lunch, take the Trim Shake along with Slim and Sassy, either 5 drops in water of the oil or the soft gels. And then the Mito 2 Max, just take it whenever you feel like you're going to need that extra boost of energy.
So have you guys ever felt stressed like Indiana Jones? I know I have. I might be even feeling a little stressed right now. So do you ever feel like you have a giant ball chasing you and you want to feel calm? You might want to use Serenity. Have you ever felt like you're tied up in a chair and the room is on fire around you? You might want to use Citrus Bliss. Or are you looking for the Holy Grail and you're feeling like you need to be a little bit more grounded and balanced? You might want to use Balance. How about you're tied up to a tank and you're going up to a cliffside? You want to feel be a little bit more inspired and encourage yourself. You might want to use Elevation.
If you can reach it.
Yes. To fight seasonal threats, you would want to boost your immunity. On Guard offers a fragrant, natural, and effective alternatives to synthetic options for immune support. It features a combination of wild orange, clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary. It's like the MacGyver of essential oils.
Humans have found or made 50 million different chemicals here on Earth, the vast majority over the last few decades. This is taken from a Wired magazine article from 2009. If this was true then, just think of how much truer it is now, 6 years later. We've measured hundreds and hundreds of toxic chemicals in the blood of babies that are still in the womb. This is taken from a CNN special called Toxic America. One of the studies that they showed in that special was one in New York City where they took 100 pregnant women and they put backpacks on them that they carried with them for 48 hours, just doing their regular activities, just living their normal lives. And what these backpacks did is that they collected samples of the air that they were breathing. When they analyzed the results, 100% of these backpacks had at least one chemical that the study was interested in, where the chemical was suspected to be harmful to humans. And they took the study even further, and when these women gave birth to their babies, they tested the blood of the babies and found that the exact same chemicals were in the blood of the babies. So we're exposed to this stuff before we're even born. Fortunately, we have a way to combat it. Now, step one would be avoiding things that you know to be toxic, but you're never gonna avoid everything. But one of the ways you can do that is using some of the On Guard products that we mentioned earlier for your dishwasher, or I'm sorry, for washing your clothes, for brushing your teeth. So step one is avoidance. But for those things we can't avoid, here's a protocol that you can use. This is our 30-day cleanse. So if you're supporting your body through nutrition and taking the supplements, you're already doing a lot of this. You're using the Lifelong Vitality supplements, taking Terrazyme. The Zindicrine supplement will support all of your filtering organs, your lungs, your liver, your kidneys, and the Zindicrine oil blend does the same. Slim and Sassy, probably doing this already. The main thing that we're adding is the GX Assist, a gastrointestinal assist. And you'll do this from days 11 through 20, one capsule with your morning and evening meals. At day 21, stop taking the GX Assist and instead take the PB Assist, your probiotic assist. This is for supporting all the good bacteria in your gut. If you take care of them, they'll take care of you. And you want to do this from days 21 through day 30. And then congratulations, you've completed your 30-day cleanse and your body can have a great fresh start for health. We've hit on a lot of these topics, and we called it our wellness map, but really this is our wellness pyramid that we talk about a lot in doTERRA. And each step builds upon the next one. It starts with eating right. And then add exercise, rest and manage your stress, and reduce your toxic load. Informed self-care, use the resources that are available to you. We have a couple of great books, The Essential Life, and we also have Modern Essentials. Use your community, your friends who know a lot about essential oils. One of the great things about doing this is that we make a lot of new friends who are all excited and passionate about being healthy. And proactive medical care, pay attention to your body, work with your doctor, and just stay informed of anything that might be affecting your health. As we're doing all these things, some things might never be an issue, but we also have resources for things that might come up. This is our Giddy Up protocol. Even MacGyver and Indiana Jones might need a little help supporting their reproductive system someday.
Probably now.
If you watch any amount of television, I watch football, and you're guaranteed to see at least one Cialis or Viagra commercial. As I watch these, I realize, oh my goodness, this could be my future. Fortunately, we have a way of supporting our reproductive systems. So this is a protocol. Apply anti-aging blend to your genital area 2 to 3 times daily. Encourage and stimulate hormonal balance, which is also related to this. A drop of sandalwood, 2 drops clary sage, and a drop of ylang ylang. And apply those topically on your lower abdomen, diffuse, or take internally in a gel capsule. You want to support your circulation, make sure that the blood is flowing to the right body parts. Apply 1 to 2 drops cypress or massage blend to inner thighs and lower abdomen. Take care of your stress. We're already doing that, hopefully. Diffuse a couple of drops of basil, lavender, or ylang ylang. You can inhale those in your cupped hand, or if you want to make your pillow smell nice and also get some health benefits, you can put those on your pillow. And hopefully you're already supporting your healthy nutrition by taking your essential oil omega complex, your whole food nutrient supplement. This is for a male of any age for supporting your prostate. Apply 2 to 3 drops of grounding blend to bottoms of feet morning and evening before sleep. Consume a 1 to 2 essential oil cellular complex blend soft gels 2 to 3 times daily at meal times. Apply 2 to 3 drops cellular complex blend topically on your feet, and focusing especially on the heel area, your lower abdomen, and inner thigh. Add 2 to 3 drops juniper berry on abdomen area, and dilute with carrier oil for sensitive skin. Apply morning and night. Consume 3 to 5 drops of frankincense under tongue morning and evening. This concludes Jason and my portion of this webinar, and we're going to hand it back over to Aisha.
Thank you so much. Such great information. Appreciate you guys being here and taking the time to share with us today. I just have a few last announcements, and then we'll wrap it up for the day. If you are not already a part of our Essential Wellness family, we invite you to join us. We are committed to building a community centered around essential oil education and offer a lot of ongoing support as you dive deeper into all the many ways, excuse me, doTERRA can support your family's wellness. We want to make sure that you have the tools and the resources that you need. When you open a doTERRA wholesale membership, you'll receive immediate access to our Facebook support groups, our online webinars, our weekly calls, plus if you're interested in learning more about how to get your oils for free, earning a little extra income, or completely replacing your income, we have an online step-by-step business training that we offer to help you in support of creating a life that you'll love with doTERRA. So how do you get started? If you're ready, please speak to the person who invited you to our webinar today, and they can help you choose the best enrollment options for you. Or if you do not have a contact in doTERRA, please email us at essentialwellnesspdxx@gmail.com. You'll see the email address there on the screen, and we would be happy to help you in getting supported and getting set up in the best way for you. So thank you all so much for joining us. Again, thank you too for being here and sharing your wisdom and your sense of humor and all of your brilliance. Such great insights and tips today. I hope you all enjoyed the webinar. Hope you have a wonderful holiday and look forward to seeing you next month. Thank you.